Hello everyone, my name is Catherine Ferreira. I am the host and owner of Gem and Me. I want to take the time today to introduce myself. Who am I? I'm a young, proud, first-generation Latina, born and raised in Washington Heights. I have excelled in my life with adversity, hope, belief, motivation, and most importantly, the power in me. And I believe everybody has their own power inside themselves. And I want to share this platform with you to be able to explore and dig very deep inside of you to find the blessings, the gifts that you were given to become the best version of yourself. So thank you so much for joining today to the Gem and Me podcast. I hope to give you blessings, aha moments, many gifts really that you have within yourself to be able to unfold and find those within you. Thank you for listening today and welcome to Gem and Me. The power is within you. Hello everyone, Gem and Me here. It's truly an honor to be here with you today. Today we're going to speak about fantasizing and envisioning those things that we dearly want and need in our life. Those goals, those aspirations, those milestones that we dearly want. And I truly believe that if you fantasize and use your imagination to imagine yourself, obtaining these goals, these could be things, relationships, projects, business, state of mind, state of, physically, just projecting it and manifesting it in thoughts and really believing that you obviously could obtain it. Because if you don't think it's possible, then you're right, it's not. And this really ties to like some concept that you might be familiar with, the law of attraction, you become what you think about, right? And those things that dearly, if you think about it, those things that you have been, that you have in your life right now, or the things that you've been working on, that you've been believing that are true or are what you need, and that's what your life reflects right now, things that you've been attracting and working on. So think, kind of rearrange and be intentional about that. Sometimes we're not intentional. We just, go with life and what happens, and we don't really think about what is it that we really want. Let me be intentional. Let me be strategic about, my thoughts and my new emotions, my actions. And then they will all align to that you really want and desire. And so I invite you really to, things that I, exercise in. And this happens usually, right, the beginning of the year or the end of the year, that we create like vision boards. But honestly, I feel like there's no, rule that it has to be at the beginning or the end of the year. Like we can do this monthly, right? We could do this monthly, we could do this weekly, we can do this daily, and just envision and think about, okay, I want my car to be this color, this make, this model. I want it to have these features, and just envision it and like put it as a goal. And like, what are the next steps obviously that you need to do? Like, is it saving? Is it researching and seeing what type of car have these features, or this things that you want? Like, what are the prices? And just knowing that you're going to obtain it, right? Kind of being very detailed about it, and that creates an emotion of like, oh my god, like this is possible. Like I already know how it looks. Like this is just acts of like manifesting it and making it happen. And I think we do become what we think about. It could be a job, could be a project, a career, a business. If we're like constantly, trying to attract people that align with our positivity or our job or our purpose, like life just introduces you to many opportunities, many people in your life that you're like, oh, like, wow, I'm so blessed because I attracted this person into my life. I attracted this friendship. I attracted this opportunity, this job, this car. and you're like, wow, like, I've been thinking about this and it actually happened. So I feel like I just want to invite you really to like envision your perfect life, your perfect desires, your wants or needs. I feel like we don't exercise it as much as we should. There's so many, we have so much potential, so much wishes and dreams and things that, we really could manifest and make happen in our life. And so why not think about it and be intentional with our thoughts, our emotions, our actions? I really invite you to write them down, do a vision board, use your agenda, use your journal, write, or just sit and fantasize about things that you have been thinking about, things that you really desire in your life. And, little by little, you'll obviously have the courage to strategy, but that desire, like, that really invites the universe, God, the higher power to give you what is it that you're thinking about and what you're so happy to obtain. And it gives you that energy and that positivity of like, yeah, it's possible for you to have the house, it's possible for you to have that relationship, that goal, that love, whatever it is that you're seeking. So that is just the one step, right, of manifesting. There's obviously a lot of steps to it. It doesn't happen, overnight, or other things might, manifest in longer times. It might take a while. But if you practice this obviously is going to make you more positive and have motivation and drive towards, the future, because you know that you could obtain that is that you want and be more intentional, right? So you don't receive or attract nothing else that it is not what you want or need in your life, right? And that intention really blesses you. So thank you so much for listening today. I hope this message really invites you to start using your imagination, your creativity, your ability to dream and to manifest those desires and needs that you want. And it's just, like I said, one step. I'm going to be sharing other strategies and ways to like manifest and dream, create your dreams and obtain them. So thank you so much for listening today. Have a great day and God bless. Hello everyone, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I am so grateful that you're here listening to my podcast, Gem and Me. I hope that you continue to share, continue to listen on very important topics that I discuss in my growth and journey to what is called life. I hope that you're able to learn and explore different values and things that you have within you. I really hope to serve as a support system and a community to those who need that inspiration in that community, because I know that I needed this, I still do, but like growing up, I felt like I needed something where I can, see the examples and have a support system. So I hope to serve as such. Thank you for listening and have a great one.